man of all things. JCI is a way of life. It's something and that you either imbibe or not. And basically, it defines how you act, how you think, how you relate to others, how you do for others, and how you see the world. It's a way of life. There's a word that I am shying away from. It's not a religion, but similar to that, it is something that you take with you lifelong. I was invited in 1979 to a free lunch in Kano. I was visiting. I was invited to some kind of training, but the key it was that, oh, there will be free lunch. And I went for that lunch. It was free, but I've been paying for it ever since. Wow. Now, that is a pretty long list. But I'll start with the person who actually invited me. It was Senator Ibi Sofekun. Of course, he lives in Kano and I live in Lagos. And at that meeting that day, Senator Taiwo was there. Senator Taiwo, and of course, I cannot talk for my mentors. Prime number one is late Ola Oshinoga, Senator Ola Oshinoga. Around and well is Senator Tony Apollo. I can go on and on. I can list your Benson, now Oba. I can list Joe Billions. At that lunch, the only mistake I made was that I listened and I recited with you wholeheartedly. All right? And afterwards, I thought, oh, you mean there are still crazy people that believe in this kind of ideals? Those are your words. My definition of that may be that, oh, I have been around for a long time. To live well, you must first accept that it is not only the things and life that I must respect and accept. And once you have sorted that out, you will find your place. You will find your joy in whichever organization or group that you belong to. I was not president of JCI 9 Florida. I was president of Nigerian JCs. Because over time and the name has changed. But to answer directly, for me, it was a fantastic learning curve. First, I had only 365 people. No more. in that year, and you had to gather and garner every member everywhere, get them on their toes, get them working not only for that year, but also working for the future, for other presidents that will come. Also, in that 365 days, you would have to, for the sake of yourself, leave your footprints in the sands of time. For me, the fact that your term was short, you can't procrastinate. And afterwards, you will only be remembered for the things you achieved in that one year, and the things that you left behind. I can say that there is today a JCI Nigeria logo house. It was in my year. I created that. There are also other things. But I'm saying that 41 years after, there was something I created in that year that still exists. Quietly, I sit back, I smile, and I say, okay, I got that right. We invest. There is no other group like us. We, first of all, are focused young people between 18 to 40, all over the world, irrespective of race, creed, color, handicap, non-handicapped, across the world. And the fourth thing we have is that we train members. We train members, they get trained, they go outside to also train. Any mind that is capable of training is, however you look at it, a very positive mind. Now, not only do we just train, our members turn it into a profession worldwide. All right? And it offers you that opportunity to even change careers midlife. I love when I train and doing something that I absolutely enjoy doing, and added to it, somebody pays $good. What more can I ask for in life? I pay me to do something I enjoy. It's sweet. And that is the difference that we make, that makes us the best. We build young people up and we put them into the larger world. I sit here and say that former Prime Minister and the current Minister of Japan is my friend. I can quote friends in Italy, Europe, Latin America, that we all met in JCI. And we all went to trainings together. Everybody contributing positively in the systems to find themselves. Very, very early on, I was at the training of Bill Potter, and the title was Visit JCI Land, but don't live there. That simply means take out the ideals that you learn here. Take out and the simple things that we do in O. We're running a small project. That's what you learn in an MBA class. In other words, we are the best. Anybody that does not accept that, I'm open. Let us discuss it. We are the best. I do much more, but because it is that thing that is about understanding methods, and not many trainers like that. Not many trainers worldwide. They just don't like it. But I love rules. And I love teaching people how to use the Constitution as a tool. As a tool to get yourself to work, and also as a tool to actually avoid getting into problems. And because we are living a voluntary organization, but every member has a voice. Every member has a thought. Every member has a voice. And you will find out that being president of my chapter this year, I can come one day and I can decide to give you hell. But you must understand how to use parliamentary procedure properly. That's why I find, but soon I will stop, because then other trainers will have to learn it by us. Well, I cannot have been here since 1979 and not had time that I thought, no, what is all this? But at such point, I remember something very, very, very simple. Being that I did not join because of anyone. I joined for the bills, and there's nothing anybody will do that will make me run away. I simply get onto my motorcycle, and I will ride as far as the road will go. In Loyola College in Ibadan, 5 years was wonderful. Okay. And it made me who I am today, from varied backgrounds, all right? And I'm talking of from 1968 till date, we still keep in touch. We're like 45 on the WhatsApp group of my mates, and I think that shows you, look, how wonderful it was. Every moment was great. Every sister of one. If you ask me to name a person in Nigeria, the first person I would say was someone I met very grudgingly in 1987 when I was national vice. That was then it was called General Olusegun of Pat Sonjo. I didn't like him, and the thought of going for a 3-day conference with him, small conference at the African Leadership Forum. I did not like that idea at all. But within 10 minutes of meeting him, I said, how can anybody be so wrong about any other human being? And we've been friends since 1987. I take him as an outstanding member. Outstanding. Very terrific man. In all respects. African dish, I would what I would love to eat right now as I'm here is the crocodile pepper soup from Congo. That would have to be what continental dish would make my food. I think lobsters with grilled fish. The religion teaches us to always be in the spirit. Put businessmen into leadership role. Hold on. Put businessmen into leadership role. And because the forte of a businessman is to negotiate. That's what a businessman does. He negotiates the resources and facts to actually achieve set goals. There is no problem that Nigeria has that is not a subject of a successful negotiation. Take power. You simply negotiate it. What do we need? Who will build? How will it get there? It's the business negotiation. Take health. Take schools. Take roads. Take insecurity itself. You need leaders that have the mindset, that have a brain, that they can negotiate. As long as they do not first rule from things as no-go areas and want to negotiate from the fixed standpoint. I cannot stand at a point and say I will not move from this point, yet I want to negotiate. You must be free to move that way. You must be free to shift. The business of true leadership is the business of excellent decision skill. Alright? You cannot hurt 250 million Nigerians in the same way, onto the same road just because you say so. we've got to negotiate. Each party must be able to pick out what we call a win-win. You win, I win, and we have it. We've got it. It's about putting people that have the acumen and the skills and the desire to negotiate. Like this. Now, in 1993, I contested for the post of the chairman for Africa and Middle East, and I lost. That I lost to someone we all knew could not do the job. It's okay. I lost. In 1994, I contested the game. And again, I lost to another French candidate. Oh, okay. I said, all right, no more. Since we do not I did not need the and the posts just for so I then left it off. I went to the capital conference in Madagascar in 1994. That was the African conference, and the chairman was not there. Hadn't done anything all yeah, and he wasn't there. I was there. I just went the next time, as I always do. I love to enjoy myself and meet older friends. And I decided that the moment you run for the same post twice, and the democracy says no, but the French now got together and then went to the only friend that they knew would top me. That, okay, please, we want you to contest. We want you as chairman. And my first thought was, hello. I tried once, the French ganged up. I tried second time, the French ganged up. Now, and the French are now coming to ask me to do it. Okay. Keep going. At that point, JCI Senator Ibi that I had known from when he was in UNVEILING said, when your peers recognize their faults and they come down to you, never say no. Never say no. When your peers recognize their faults and they come down to you, almost begging. And for me, that has been an interesting lesson in life. I accepted. And they then did another coup. And they got me to act for the rest of 94 and the chairman for 95. All right? To actually act for somebody I had lost to. But, hey, don't make it an issue. They have shown that they knew that they were wrong. And don't rub it in. Don't rub it in. Just carry on and be that man for season. I love JCI without any doubt.